What up, my freaks? Ruinous Insight here with another Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2 Skalgrim Mod Skirmish. So, I'm welcoming you guys back to Titanmania, but this time of the Chaos variety, as we are now done with the Adeptus Mechanicus, and we will be starting, as I think should be obvious at this point, with the big boys, the Abyss class Mega Titan. Can't wait to see a pair of these in action at the same time, because that's what our fleet is going to be, and obviously in the Word Bearer's colors, as that is the most appropriate color scheme. Alrighty, here we go. Fleet Builder, 2 Abysses, and man, this is going to be fun. Alrighty, we have a heavy launch base, a bunch of missile turrets, a bunch of lance turrets, and plasma macros, and even more lance turrets. Oh, these are lance artillery. So these things are meant to be a sort of mid-range combatant, mid to long range. Therefore, we're going to be taking Demonic Sight to increase our macro weapons accuracy. Now, since the vast majority of our broadsides are macro, and then, of course, we'll be taking Chaos Space Marines. Well, maybe not, of course. There are other useful potential things that we could take, like armor-piercing ammunition, for example. In fact, maybe it would even be more valuable. You know what? Considering our firepower, the assault chance is less likely to be useful just by virtue of the fact that we'll probably be killing enemies with our weapons, and if they get close enough, we definitely get a lot of value out of the armor-piercing ammunition, so we might as well take that. Alrighty, here we go. We'll be bringing an Auger Probe and a Stasis Bomb just in case, just because the Supercharged Void Shield will only benefit one of our ships, and we'll be going against the Eldari. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Is that fun? Maybe, depending on what kind of ships they'll bring. Let's find out. Yeah. I am very excited. Still a little bit unfortunate that we can't get 2 Imperator Somniums to be dueling 2 Abyss classes, but whatever. It's all good. Ooh. Well, that's gotta be a scary sight. Damn, these ships are huge, and I do love the fact that they have enough engines that look like they can actually propel them forward. Already, we'll be setting up and lock on at first. Obviously, Heartless Insanity and Heartless Rage. Oh, a sign from the gods. They both have Heartless something. It's almost like this particular episode was fated. Let's go. Alrighty, and we will be identifying the enemies with an Auger Probe ASAP, and they're going to be launching a lot of fighters at us, but fortunately, we have a lot of heavy launch bays that we can get use of ourselves. We're going to speed it up as we approach the enemy fleet. We'll launch our defensive fighters and get ready to set up. Oh, they are going to move forward. Turn, get ready. I'm not even going to launch our... Oh, hello, a #1 target. And why would your Admiral be in a light cruiser? Man, that was not a good idea for you guys. And those bombers look like they'll be out of the picture soon. They're doing a little bit of damage to our fighter blob, but our fighter blob does come out ahead, obviously. Enemy ship sighted. I sure hope so by this point. Alrighty, here we go. Not gonna get a lot of mileage out of our Nova cannons like this, I do imagine, but let's see how much mileage we can get out of our bombers, especially if they can't launch fighters by the time we get to them. Let's see, go. In fact, wait, you're gonna be killed. Come on. I just want to use the bombers. Here we go. 1 and 2. They've got to have heavier ships back there. This is all way too light. They must have some battleships or something. Show us our victims. Otherwise, it's a little suspicious. And down goes their admiral already. Yes, should really have brought some bigger ships. You're not even gonna make a dent like this. Oh, now they've launched fighters. Damn. Alrighty, well, wait. You've made it through. Okay, no, that was then worth it. And then you guys can come back. Perfect. Alright, that worked out. Yeah, we're taking, like, no damage whatsoever. Oh, man, and if this is anything to go by, we'll probably fight again with these 2 ships against maybe a tougher opponent, because they've got what looks like 0 chance like this, unless they've got 2 ultra-heavy ships here that are going to be a little bit more dangerous. Alrighty, move forward, and we should probably be targeting engines, but honestly, we're dishing out so much damage it probably doesn't matter. I also am curious to see what's out there, so let's find out. Hey, you're starting to lose some HP. Ooh, you can actually get a cannon blast on. And you know what? If those are in fact some super heavy ships, let's interrupt them with an Eye of the Omnissiah. And looks like we got some mutinies going. Ooh, look at that. It's a Morgan Ra. I love watching the sheer amount of shots that comes from the ship. And what do we have here? A battle cruiser, a battleship, just 2 battleships, eh? This can't possibly be 2,800 points worth. But I guess it is. Alrighty, well. Whether it is... I mean, their points match ours, because that's how it works, so it's 2,800 versus 2,800. Oh, no, there was another battleship in there. Okay, now we're getting a little bit better. Battleships are expensive after all. Hit this with a bomber flight if you can, especially if these guys fail. Oh, they launch their own bombers. But maybe our bombers can do something to theirs, unless they go right by each other. Well, honestly, I feel like maybe it's better if our bombers actually connect. Their bombers aren't going to dish out too much. And already that ship's gone. That ship got hit by bombers, and you can recover your fighters. Keep fighting at range. I mean, them fighting at range is working out quite well for us. Ah, look at all those lance volleys. It's a beautiful sight. And they've really not put a dent in our ships. Show us our victims. They're really fighting this in such a way that it's to our advantage. Alright, emergency repairs. I mean, we did get oh, damn, I should have repaired before that crit came in again. Lost ourselves a missile turret. You know what, we can stasis bomb you, and we should probably #1 target a ship. Right there, let's get that auger probe back up. Cancel orders, auto-engage, and do your thing. Do we need to send out fighters? You know what, let's do... Do we still have defensive fighters around? No, we do not. Alright, well, if they're not going to launch, let's see. If they don't launch, they're both going to get wrecked by our bombers here. Ooh, are these guys chasing our bombers? They are, but let's see if they catch them. I think they'll catch this one, but they will probably not catch this one. Therefore, we can recall you, and you will hit. Beautiful. Now, the ship was already dead, so it didn't even need to get hit by those bombers. There we go. Not an insane amount of damage. This is not like Mars-class carrier spam, but still pretty damn useful. Alrighty, you're gonna burn to death, so we can just target you now. Ooh, it looks like you got clipped by one of those plasma macros and another mutiny. Oh, I like the fact that they also have a reddish color scheme. Maybe they were trying to blend in. And let's see, 13 seconds until we can launch more ordnance, and another ship about to get ripped apart. Certainly a slower battle than you would expect. And just by virtue of the fact that it's a slower battle, it seems to me that that tells me that neither of these fleets have an insane amount of firepower. I do want to... I am, like, for their points, I mean. I am curious as to see how this particular battle would fare with both of these ships against something that's a little bit more close combat, like orcs or Tyranids. Tyranids would obviously be a problem, but... we fought a lot of Tyranids with the Abyss class in the campaign, so I feel like maybe Orcs might be a different enough, because I never got a chance to do that before the Orcs were destroyed in the campaign with the Abyss. So that's certainly something to think about. Alright, launch a bomber flight there to you. And we also have to remember that it seems like we have less firepower than we actually do, just by virtue of the enemy hollow fields. Yes, okay, yeah, stop moving, buddy, stop moving. Get screwed over. And let's target your engines if we can. We're also not close enough to board them, unfortunately. Actually, we're close enough to board you, so why not? Do it. And then the bombers catch you. Oh, okay, their fighters are fighting ours, but it looks like ours do win this one. And then we recall fighters, and I think both these ships are dead, and we can... I swear there's another ship out here. Oh, you're still mutinying. Weird that ship doesn't come back. Okay. And you just tried to get out, but that's not going to happen. Yeah, they did very, very little damage to us. This was a pretty comprehensive victory against the poor Eldari. And bomber flight, and we're just about done here. If this is indeed the last ship. Didn't even need to really use the torps or the Nova cannons at that. Yeah, definitely when we've gone through all the Titans, I think I'll do another round with the Abysses, or maybe I'll just do another round with the Abysses next time. I'll think about it. I am curious to see how a fight with them against the Orcs would be, especially if we fight one of the Orc Titans. That might be fun. Enemies that want to close. There we go. Nice bomber slope flight, and that's it for the Eldari. As I said, a very strong showing for the Abysses against the Eldari, but once again, that is a fleet that they do seem to be particularly effective against, as they do fight at a range that's advantageous to these particular ships. So we'll see, possibly next time or possibly some other time, these ships fight again in a duo. So stay tuned for that, and stay tuned for more Titan Mania as we mix various Chaos Titans in higher and higher numbers together as we've been doing thus far. Don't forget to leave a like and comment for a friendly neighborhood heretic. All glory to the algorithm, and thanks for watching.